What up, everybody? It's your boy Spence Crosby, also known as the legendary Faiska. Not legendary, but Faiska.
Yo, it's your trainer's trainer. It's your coach's coach. It's William Taylor, CEO of New Wave Coaching, fitness, nutrition, mindset.
And it's time to make yourself a priority. Tyler's Wellness in the building. What's up?
And welcome to Fill Your Cup Podcast. I'm going to go ahead and do everybody the luxury.
Do us a salad, man. Fill our cups up, man. Thank you for this.
This look like Earth.
Is this the marshmallow?
No, this is yellow dock root.
Yellow dock root.
Yeah. We had this before, I think. Taste it. You might recognize the taste. I swear we had this before.
What are the benefits of it?
I don't like to talk too much about because I'm not too read up on this one. I know it helps with the liver, but it's like all herbal blends. Like they always say, like superfood and this does that. Like it all kind of does the same thing in my opinion. It's just, right? It just like it cleanses. It helps the body. Oh, let me just make this disclaimer real quick. Not a disclaimer, but like. It's not the teas that necessarily detoxes your body. It's your body. It's like it gives a catalyst for the body to do that. You know what I mean? Like I know I learned it in anatomy and physics class when I was studying that in school, and we learned that your liver naturally detoxes everything. It just everything kind of catalyzes it. So I always say like when people try to sell you superfoods and this is organic, I'm like that's bullshit. I mean everything is organic. It's a carbon base. You know what I mean?
Word.
So with that. It's good for your liver, kidneys. Like I said, I don't want to read too. I haven't read too much about it, so I don't want to spew facts I don't know anything about.
All right. Well, here's to the yellow
dock root and cinnamon.
And cinnamon.
And some cinnamon.
All right, and cinnamon. Oh, this is hot.
I know. All
right. Cheers.
Intention, fellas.
Intention.
Go ahead.
A great podcast as usual, my guys.
My man.
Drop some knowledge, man. Spill some tea.
Yeah, hopefully not.
It's my nigga, let's go, nigga. See, you do shit like that because it's like you just have fun, You have fun. All right, so we're gonna talk about the impact of music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Music, man, music.
So yes, music. Oh, by the way, fellas, was the tea good?
The tea kind of tastes a little bitter. I taste a little bitter.
Bitter as shit. I swear you guys had this before, man. I'm surprised you guys don't recognize the taste. I know when I like when I always recognize it,
I mess with bitter though.
It's bitter as shit.
I said it's not bad.
But it's not bad. No, it's not. I think we gotta let it, of course, brew a little bit more. But next time I'm gonna have those facts. I have a book over here. Oh, it's over there, the tea book. Pass me that book real quick.
Pass the tea.
Yeah, exactly. That's the name of the book too.
20,000 Secrets of Tea.
So we about to look up yellow dock root real quick. I just saw a marshmallow.
Listeners, man, if you don't got the yellow dock root, man, just go and get y'all some tea, man. Fill up the cups.
Yeah, man, fill it up.
Yeah, don't forget, y'all gotta pour up too.
Pour it up.
Yellow dock, the cold cleanser. I knew it was with the liver. Oh yeah, your colon. That's what it is. Yeah. So
we gonna poop.
That's the one I remember now because I remember when I got this, I told my brother about it, and that's when I was learning about it, and I was like, "Yo, it helps you the shit," and I'm not taking that, man. But it's just like it didn't really make me shit, but like I said, when you go through this book, it all kind of says the same thing. Like, okay, that's why I always say like, herbs are just good for you in general, of course, in moderation, but yeah, I know it helps with anemia. There's iron in the root to help build red blood and combat fatigue. See, another thing about it is too, when you take iron from a plant, you have to combine it with vitamin C because it helps with the absorption. That's why they say animal iron is more fast absorbable versus plant iron. So you just gotta take things with a grain of salt to do your research. And I always say, don't let people tell you how you should eat or what this does for your body. Everyone is different. You gotta find what you respond to. That's why I always base the way I feel, my science, on the way I feel. I used to really get heavy into like, you gotta eat this, all this, get into the math of everything. But it's just like everyone's different, So that's my spew on my rant. We're gonna talk about the impact of music. We might even mix in everything. Who knows? But like the music, man, I love music. Do you guys enjoy music? Tell me about it. Do you guys enjoy it?
Music is great, man. I think it's from the Bible. It says something like music is like the beat of the drum or something, the beat of the war drum or something like that. Music is the beast. The beast, the drums, something like that. Something like that they were talking about, but definitely can relate.
It's like that one song with Kid Cudi and Willow Smith. Boy, since I was young, been grooved to my drum. Like, you just gotta groove to your own drum. And music is the vibrational energy that sends its frequencies across our frequencies, and it just allows us to tap in. Which is the most of the world is tapped into this vibration that is like very sexual. And nothing wrong with sexual vibrations. What's wrong is when you be overly consumed by sexual vibrations. But yeah, Tyler, what about the impact of music for you, man?
I'd say it's more on the motivational side. Music's definitely great. I like to listen to like just kind of background music while I work. So it's nothing that has a lot of lyrics or anything like that though.
Yeah, I know. For me, I listen to a variety. Typically, when I train, I'm either listening to Brazilian music, capoeira music, anime music, some form of hip hop. But yeah, I mix it up. The Brazilian music is because I'm learning Portuguese, of course, and I just love the way it sounds. They might be saying like, "Fuck this nigga, do this shit. He just got his ass whooped. I shoot a nigga with a clip," and I don't know what he talking about. But hey, but you could just tell. I can understand some of the lyrics, and when I read the lyrics, I can understand. It's better for me to understand when I read versus when I listen. Listening to learn a new language is hard, but it's way more beneficial. So that's pretty much my ears are open to that type of stuff. Music has had a huge impact on my life, man. I remember my granddad used to wonder if something was wrong with me when I was younger. Like, he don't listen to no music. And then next thing you know, I become a music, like, nutcase. I love music. Even at the age I am at now, almost 31 years old. Music is still, like, the main, like, pool of energy where I get it from. But, yeah, guys, what type of music do you guys listen to? This question appeals to the listeners as well, but I'm forecasting this question or promoting this question towards my two fellow brethren.
All right, so for me, man, music personally, I listen to all genres, man. I rock out, hip hop's cool, what else is there? It's like alternative. As long as it's dope, as long as the sound is good, as long as the message is right, as long as I can vibe with it, man, I'll mess with it, Personally, just growing up, my older brother, he kind of started the music kick for me. I remember always he'd be working out, listening to like Mobb Deep, listening to Nas, Nas, bro. So I was like, yeah, I mess with it, man. So after a while, I started putting this stuff on my playlist. I got a massive playlist, man. I got all that music from like my whole life, and music's definitely got me through some hard time. When I'm down and out, I can flash back, put on that Nas, put on whatever it is, Queensbridge Finest, whatever it is, and just kind of get that motivation and get that energy from that music. So,
all right, I gotta ask you this question: what's your favorite Nas album?
Shoot, man, I think he had one. It was like I Am.
I Am was straight.
I think, or Stillmatic. Stillmatic's pretty good.
What? Over Illmatic?
Or Illmatic.
I was hoping you say Illmatic.
Illmatic. I'm kind of remembering them as I'm talking about them.
Illmatic was.
I probably have to rank Illmatic, then it probably go Stillmatic, and then I flash back to that I Am. It's pretty cold records right there.
Oh man, damn. Street Dreams. Was that the second album or the song off the second album? I can't remember even the second album, but I got both of his first albums. And Illmatic is by far, I used to bump that all the time. Whose world is this?
Whose world
that's
is
that's
this?
like, man, like it's your world. You can create your own world. That's what I love about music. That's what I love about Nas, man. Like Nas was always dropping jewels and being like, yo, this is your world. At the same time, like, he gonna give you some street knowledge, but he give you street knowledge like that you can use in the streets, but most importantly to learn more about yourself. But what about you, Tyler, man? Talk to us.
Man, I'm gonna sound weird by saying I don't really listen to a lot, but like back in the day, how I got started though, I would play video games and I would play game tracks based off from like the game I'd be playing. So if it's like a fighting game, I'd be playing some more like some kind of hype up battle music, right? And then so I would use music to set the tone for like how I was feeling or whatever. Maybe I'm working on a certain project and I'm like, man, this project's kind of like got this kind of tone. So I'll play like music to kind of match the tone of the project I'm working on. But I don't really do that too much anymore. Just like listen to my audiobooks and some like meditation kind of stuff,
This was a cut.
Oh, that's a video game right there, bro. What is it?
Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. That was my shit. When he say game tracks, I still be bumping game tracks. I bump anime, everything. I actually, how I got over the fear of my backflip was listening to Paranae, which is I still probably didn't pronounce it right, but it's a song, a capoeira song, talks about freedom. And then it was Attack on Titan. Their soundtrack is so dope, man. Especially when Reiner, when he transforms in the final season the first time, and I'm just like, damn. It's like doom 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 doom. I'm like, damn, that shit is fire. Like, hold on. I gotta put it on real quick. Real quick, man. Real quick. Like, listeners, man, like, y'all missing out. Here you go. This is the part.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to this. That shit is fire. I don't know, just that when it's like doom 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 doom, you be like, dude. And then when he said like more walls, I'm sick and tired of all these walls. Like, I'm just like, you felt the passion, dude. Japanese, I don't want to go like veer off, but that's why I love sub. Because it's so much more energy. When you listen to Dub, he was like, I'm sick and tired of all these walls. Like, that shit's corny. Like, yeah, like, I was like, dude, there was no passion, no energy. That's why I'm like, I don't like listen to a lot of Dub stuff. I just think a lot of Americans, I don't want to go too specific on it, but a lot of Americans are corny to me. They don't have a passion. Like, Japanese, like, watashi wa nani nanda. Like, it's just passion. It sounds funny, but I love the passion behind their voices, man. Like, you feel the energy. That's why I love sub. Like, I remember my friend was like, man, you gonna like sub so much more. I know, I like dub. He was right. But yeah, guys, the music, the impact of music. What do you guys feel like the music has had impact-wise on the collective, man?
Oh, on the collective, you mean kind of like society?
Man,
as a whole,
yeah.
Shoot, man, music, especially for our culture, black culture, started off with jazz, and then white folks kind of stole along, came with the rock and roll, kind of stole the vibe a little bit. Yeah, it's truth, man, but hey, they knew it sounds good, so they copped it. But nowadays I feel like, hip hop in the early 90s, I feel that's where it was at. But nowadays, I feel like there's a lot of crazy stuff in the music. Rock doesn't really go so crazy. I guess alternative can get a little crazy, but hip hop and rap, man, it's getting a little crazy, man, with the lyrics, especially. Just the derogatory, how they treat females, and a lot of drugs, and just a lot of crazy stuff, man. So. Nowadays, I don't really listen to a lot of rap and hip hop, unless it's like coming from somebody who's lyrical, like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar's cold. Who else is up there?
Man, Lupe Fiasco is the most slept on, man.
Yeah, give him some credit,
Shout out to my nigga Lupe.
So yeah, because music, the sound of it, I enjoy the sound of it. I really enjoy the beats. In the future, I might be a beat producer, man. That'd be like a dream come true for me.
That'd be dope, bro.
Cause I think I can make some cold ass beats, man. But
shit. Okay.
Yeah, like the music. Sometimes you just gotta be wary, like I always say, like the mind is a garden, So even the music that you're listening to, if they're talking, derogative towards females and doing drugs and stuff, that stuff's gonna eventually get inside of your head, and you're gonna start thinking like that. So, I just like to say, it's cool to listen to music, even me, like during like my basketball season and stuff, we'd always listen to like Lil Wayne and listen to some rap and stuff like that. We don't really associate with it. He might be talking about guns or drugs or girls, whatever it is, but we just kind of take that energy and then we put it into whatever it is that we're performing and we're trying to do. If it's basketball or football or whatever sport, or maybe just getting hyped to give a speech or something, you know, or just get out there and be social, whatever it is. So, yeah, I really just try to take the energy of the music more than the lyrics and try to associate with it. You know, I think that's a problem in our society. I think that a lot of young people, they look up towards these rappers and they actually kind of literally take what the rappers are saying and then they go out and they kind of reproduce that same thing. They might, whatever it is, be smoking or, you know, drinking or, you know, whatever it is, you know. And you got to think about these rappers. A lot of these rappers, they don't do drugs. You know, I heard like Future, he doesn't do drugs, or, you know, like T.I., Future. I heard these guys went to college, you know. So it's kind of, you got to just really kind of disassociate and really pay attention to what's really going on, you know, not really be brainwashed into what they're trying to tell you.
Yeah. I agree. A lot of the message they send is garbage. What about you, Tyler? What you think, man?
My thoughts on the whole music thing is not more towards, say, a specific creator, but more or less the fact that, you know, we're always being influenced by music, if you'd recognize it or not. Like, you go watch a movie, and during certain scenes, they're going to play music with a certain mood to it. If you go and, you know, watch a music video, you're going to feel a certain way after playing it because, as Spencer said earlier, music is vibration. Music is a mood. You know, it's a vibe. And so, you know, someone like me who's a marketer, we use music to influence the way that you think when you watch certain clips of our videos. And so, you know, I just look at music as a way to communicate a message. But other people, you know, they might abuse that and start to use that in a way that communicates a message that isn't necessarily like a positive for the community.
Yeah, that's two things that just sparked in my mind. For instance, I was watching this video clip my brother sent me yesterday. It was that rich dad, poor dad. And it was the rich versus the poor mindset. I loved the clip. It was an 11-minute clip. I loved it. What I don't like is the music, because I want to be able to fill it out myself without having music influence the way I think. And that's what I appreciate. I don't know if all movies are like that, but Japanese horror is like that. They don't use music to influence how scared you can get. Like Ju-on was typically, it was just the grudge would pop out, and it wasn't like doom, like that loud noise you hear in Western horror movies. It doesn't influence that. It just pops out. So that's what I love about it, because it's more genuine. It's not that it's not genuine. It's more pure, I would say. Like when I listened to the clip yesterday, I was like, I just want to listen to it without that. I want to just listen to you guys' voices. I want to hear the passion. I don't want to have music influence the way I think. So I like the concept of how music does influence, because it can be used for great purposes. But at the same time, it's a double-edged sword too, you know, as above, so below. So you get that positive, you get that negative. You just got to be able to filter it out and not let it deter you or knock you off your rhythm. But music is around us 24/7, man. Like, and you listen to David Goggins, man, when you work out, man, he be like, you can't listen to music while you working out. That's just not. And the dude is raw. But I'm like, you think about it, like, yeah, I see what you're saying, because you have nothing it has to come from you. Like, the most boring thing you can do is run more than 2 miles without any music. Boring as shit. When I do that, I feel like a titan, because I hear that doom, 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 doom. When I have headphones on, I have no music, I feel like a titan. So it kind of like, I feel like a titan. But man, is that hard for you guys to like run without music?
I remember I went through a brief period, man. I had kind of researched like, you kind of want to save that music for like those days that you don't feel like working out, but you should work out, and then you can play the music. But I definitely got into a rhythm of working out without music, and I found it kind of beneficial, you know. Without that extra boost, I could kind of like, I had to tune in, and I really had to channel that energy from within, you know, rather than relying on the motivation from the exterior, but rather to come on the interior and try to find that motivation, you know. And during that time, I found that I could kind of tap into my body, like maybe after I just finished a set of pull-ups or whatever, kind of come back down. There's no music going on really. and I can kind of feel like, okay, this is how I feel right now, and just kind of see what's going on in my body. And then to add on to that, I remember one time I did go for a run, and I think like my music had died, my phone had died, and I was just running, man. Put my headphones away. I think I had them in for a minute, and I was just kind of running, just getting into the flow, feeling out, seeing, kind of hearing how my feet are landing on the ground and everything, trying to get everything to balance out. And then something really trippy started happening. I just started feeling my heartbeat, man. I'm just running and feeling my heartbeat. And it was like it was music for me. And I was just kind of hearing it, I pick up the pace, boom, my heart starts beating faster. And it just sounded like a drum, I think I had got to a certain point in the run. I just kind of took the headphones out or whatever. And homie, he was sitting on his porch, and he seen me running without my headphones. He's like, man, that's true running right there without the music. I was like, yeah, you're right. It is hard. It's hard to run without the music, man. But definitely challenging. So I suggest you guys to give it a try. Try to work out without music, and there's something crazy about going without music, and then you play the music. It's like, man, it's like you've been kind of in lack of that sound, and then you hear it. It's like, man, it's like the first time you're hearing music, and it's really, you can really get into it. So I definitely find it nice to take a break from music, and then you can come back into it, and then it's just like you're hearing a whole new sound for the first time.
Yeah, I agree with that, because I know, well, for me too, I can listen to music. I don't have to listen to music. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. But most of music, I can't listen to a lot of the hip hop now. I don't listen to none of it at all, to be honest with you. It's not even my playlist. I don't want to talk about shooting, killing niggas, and then next thing you know, I have a girlfriend. Like, I got a kid on the way and shit. But it was a rapper, Shannon Briggs. He said, I used to listen to that music that talk about killing and shooting and all this stuff. Then I'm going home to my family. I'm like, yeah. I couldn't imagine, like, just having that concept in my head, and then I'm like, oh, this is my life now. I'm straight on that type of music, man. So that's just my forte on that. But go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, so the question was running without music, correct?
Exercising.
Yeah, yep.
This type of stuff, coming back to it.
Yeah, so I remember back in the day a little bit, I was working out at Planet Fitness listening to audiobooks. And at one point I even went on runs and listened to the audiobooks as well, and it would kind of spark ideas for my business as I'm going on these runs. So it was like learning on the run. Without music, I've done it a few times, but, definitely preferred like the audiobook over nothing. And then with music, it might be like maybe I'm like dead tired and I need something to like listen to keep myself conscious and awake, so that might be why I use music for that. But yeah.
I know one thing I learned about bodybuilding when I had a show, I don't know, a couple years ago. Anyways, learn about the mind-body connection, that concept. And I think listening to music that's calming and no music has allowed me to really tune into my body, see what's working. And that's what I love about working out, is because I know what works. Like when I was doing practice today, I was like, oh, I'm not popping my hips. I know these things because I know my body. I'm like, okay, now I could look at the video and be like, oh, I'm not doing it. And you just start to feel yourself more. So I highly advise you guys to work out with or without music, especially without music, to really get a feel for what you're doing. Don't just go through the motions and be like, oh, I did my workout for the day. Feel your body. This is your vessel, man, for the rest of your life. So don't let it be influenced by trash. With that, man, what do you guys think about, I'm asking the listeners, what do you guys think about the positives and negatives about music? And do you think it has had a negative impact on the collective as a whole? What's your typical routine like? You put that in the comment section below. But yeah, would you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it with this question. When I end it, it's gonna be the last question I ask you guys. Do you think as a collective, where we're at now, has music had a negative effect on society?
I think it's gonna be,
I'm gonna say positive or negative. I didn't mean to just say negative.
I think it's gonna be an overall positive. Music is definitely an outlet for creatives, definitely a place where you can show your creative talent, show how creative you are lyrically, show how creative you are with the lyrics. And there's a lot of storytelling in music also. So that gives a chance to kind of, for the creative person to kind of show who they are and just show what kind of thoughts they're thinking, and just kind of tell that story to the listeners, So I'm going to say overall positive. There's a lot of, like how you said earlier, love. There's a lot of love and a lot of sexual connotation in music, I like to say, I think about 80% of music is probably talking about some type of love concept or something to that nature, and I think that's the reason why girls love to dance, man. It's the sound of love, so music definitely definitely's got some tones in there, and it's definitely got some things in there subliminally that are going to inspire the nation. I know there's probably been time periods, maybe in the 50s, 60s, a lot of type of like love music come out, and then we got like the boomers, the baby boomers, So this is just interesting thought to think about. On the negative side, I'm gonna say probably a little less negative than positive, but definitely just be on the watch out for the type of music that you're listening to, because that's getting into your head. And like I said earlier, your mind is a garden, so you just got to be careful of what kind of messages that you're taking in, and how you're letting that resonate with you, if you're letting it control your thoughts, So just to be mindful of that. But overall, I'm going to say it's got a positive for the creativity, expression of art. So, yeah, man.
I agree with what you said there. Not really much to argue with. It is, a creative outlet for everyone. Anyone can use, tap into this sort of expression for themselves, whether it be, creating with an instrument or, singing their own song. Every bird has a song, and you do too. So I feel that music overall being an outlet for people to creatively express themselves is definitely a positive. And then also being able to sort of speak the language of music and understand that, every song has its own story behind it, and like you can utilize a sound to tell a certain story. And like I said, with the Talent Income Academy, you all have a story, and music can help bring out certain emphasis in your story. So just, keep doing it, keep pushing, make yourself a priority.
Yeah, I'm gonna say music is both positive, negative. So how you perceive it ultimately. And I love the fact that it has allowed creativity. In the same essence, it has stifled creativity, depending on like record labels and 360 deals or whatever. So it's all about how you perceive the whole vibration and concept of music. I love music, man. That's something I'm gonna raise my newborn kid to. I'm already playing capoeira music, all type of music around my kid, because my kid can finally listen within my girl's body. So I love that. With that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that podcast, man. Something a little different, kind of deviated from the typical. Let us know if you enjoyed it. Go ahead and listen to the end of the music. Well, the end of this podcast is going to have the music that we love. So I'm going to have that intro play as the outro, and tell us what you think about that. I never asked you guys that. With that, it's your boy Spence Crosby, a.k.a. Faiska. I'm out. Peace.
It's your trainer, it's your coach's coach. It's William Taylor. You can't change the waves, but you can learn to surf. So learn to surf.
And Tyler Wellness here, helping open-minded individuals make themselves a priority and turn their talents to income. Come on down to the Talent Income Academy.
I forgot. We ain't saying peace. Ashe.
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 That means like peace, good vibrations. That's what we say in capoeira. Peace.